how to talk to sellers. You have to be likable, but at the same time, you have to come as an expert, as a person of authority. And when I say authority, it's not like this negative term. What's up, YouTube? Biz Matthew here, and welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I'm going to talk about a seller's appointment and how to talk to sellers, because I recently just went to a seller's appointment and I got a contract signed. Before we go on, be sure to like this video, subscribe, turn on post notification bell, and comment down below. Make sure you all like this video, subscribe, and comment down below for any questions that you all have. Now, as you all know, I am documenting my journey in wholesaling real estate, and I've been getting a few deals, more properties under contract. So I've been improving on my skills, and I just want to give you all some tips that I've been learning on how to get sellers to sign and how to talk to sellers. So recently, honestly, 10 minutes ago, I just got a contract signed, and it's from a Facebook lead. Got this property just from running Facebook ads, and the seller filled out their information. I called them back. They said they were looking for a certain price. The property needed work. There's a little bit of sinking in the property, so I'm hoping it's just, we just need to jack the floors and not it being major foundation issues. But the property still looks decent. It is not in the best part of town, but there are investors who buy anywhere and everywhere. And with this property, the market value is around $85,000. The seller wanted actually like $45,000 for it, but it's appraised on the county's website for around $50,000. So that's why she got the $45,000. But I think market value, you may be able to get that much. I'm not sure, but the seller wanted $45,000, and so I was like, okay, cool. I didn't talk about price over the phone because I knew she was kind of around where I wanted to be, so I just went on the appointment. I went on the appointment, she started showing me a room, then we went outside, and then we just stayed outside for the rest of the time, and I just talked with her, built rapport. She talked about how her mother gave her this house and she's wanting to move away from this city and things like that. And so I just filled that in. I just fed her, to talk more. I just fed more of, the area, how she doesn't like it, and just try to have her talk, because a lot of people don't have people to talk to about their living arrangements and the different circumstances that they are facing. And the way I operate my wholesaling business, I'm just upfront. I say, hey, I work with investors. I work with cash buyers who bring in the fund to purchase these properties that we can flip, that we can use as rentals. And so I'm going to present this deal to them. Before in the past, and you all can have different approach, but that's just my approach. It seems to work fine with me, and I just been enjoying that approach. And there's always a way to phrase it where you're the authority and they can trust you, but at the same time, you're just building that rapport, and you're basically saying you're wholesaling, and it's just more transparent that way. But all approaches, different approaches are good, and you can be honest in different approaches. And so I just built rapport. Then we started talking on price, and then I said, hey, you said $45,000. We quite won't be there. In order for me to present this to my investors, we had to be at a better price. And so since she already named her price, that was the goal for me to name my price. And so I went and said, hey, would you consider an offer around $30,000? And she said no right away. She said she already has so many offers at 30. And so I'm learning recently just to get a property under contract, and I can either renegotiate later or just, because you never know how much a buyer is willing to pay. I made that mistake. I was on the phone with somebody and it gave me a price that I thought didn't work, but actually did work. And because I contacted a buyer later and said, yeah, he would pay a higher price than that. But the thing is, the seller is ghosting me now. So I'm thinking about just going up to that seller and knocking on his door to get that contract signed. But anyways, that's what happened. We got the property under contract for around $40,000. At first I said, okay, how if I go up 35? She's like, I can probably do like 42. And then, I was just meeting her where she was at, and then we signed for 40. And I told her, hey, this week I will let you know if this is a deal for us. If I need to make an appointment with my investor, the cash buyer I work with, I will let you know. And so I just want you all to really be encouraged to build rapport, just talk with the seller, learn how to just know their main pain points and concentrate on that, because all these other stuff doesn't matter. I'm reading The One Thing by Gary Keller, and they talk about the 80-20 rule. And in that book, he says that 80% of the success is just caused by 20% of the effort. So me signing this contract, I just concentrate on building rapport, being likable, smiling, throwing in jokes with the person will create a contract sign, which is like 80% of the work in this business a lot of times, at a decent price, right? And if you concentrate on that, now concentrate on the house, you can make it work. And so that's another tip, just build that rapport. And also how to talk to sellers. You have to, at the same time, you have to be likable, but at the same time, you have to come as an expert, as a person of authority. And when I say authority, it's not like this negative term. Jesus spoke with authority, and he was a loving man. So you have to make sure, you're an expert at your field, but you don't come across as prideful or aggressive, right? Because she was talking about another buyer that she was speaking with, and they were just being very aggressive and like, hey, you need to sign now. You need to sign now. And, that's not the best approach always in those situations. You have to gauge your seller and what type of person they are. And so another thing with this property is after I got it signed, that's when I went over the property and took pictures. So that's another tip in how to talk to seller, how to, work a seller's appointment is to go to the property, talk with them. If they want to walk around the property, fine. Once you get the contract signed, that's when you can take pictures and do other things, because you want to be relatable. You want to once again build that rapport. So I hope you all like this video. I'm going to give more updates on this property, what I'm able to do, if I'm able to find a cash buyer. I know, one for sure cash buyer who works around this neighborhood, who loves this neighborhood, and hopefully this is a deal for him. It is in a rougher part of town, so hopefully this price will be okay for him. If not, I'll just post it online, post it different places, and see what people say. Now, thank you for the support and the growth of this channel. Looking to get monetized soon, so I appreciate all the comments and likes you all have been giving me. And yeah, I've been commenting and replying to all your comments, and thanks for the different advice. And I hope you all work hard today. Massive and perfect action today. All right, thank you all.